If you're away from home and you find yourself with a flat battery, this will definitely start your car. It'll start anything up to 10 litre diesel, so pretty much anything really. Let's have a look at the features and benefits of it and how it operates. So why is it indispensable? Well, purely and simply because of its portability. If you're away from home and you haven't got access to how you'd normally start your car with a flat battery, all you do is go to your boot, take this out, connect it to the car battery, and it's going to start. But more than that, you can use it for lots of other things as well. So you've got a USB-C and a USB-A output on here. So if you wanted to use this for your laptop, if you wanted to use it for your phone, anything that takes a USB connection, I mean, this is up to a 60 watt output, so a laptop should be no problem. So let me just show you what it's actually replaced. First of all, we've got this. Now, this used to be my go-to because basically it would trickle charge your battery overnight, but it would also, it's powerful enough to actually start the car. You'd have to have it plugged in and connected for maybe a couple of minutes, but then you'd be able to turn the car over and start it. Big drawback with this is you've got to have a plug socket for it to go into, so it's not exactly portable. The next thing I got was this from Costco. Set me back quite a bit and absolutely useless. Lasted for about a year, in which time I didn't really use it. And then when I did want to use it, I came to it and it wouldn't charge. And as you can see by the size of my hand, it's absolutely huge. So again, portable, but not exactly very portable. Right then, so let's actually see the J503 in operation. We've got the Ranger, it's a 3.2 diesel. Let's see how easy it is to turn over with a flat battery. Now I'm going to keep it continuously filming just so that you know there's no cheating going on and how good the starter is. Right, let's go round. There we go, 3.2. Open it up. And as you can see, there's absolutely nothing in it whatsoever. Right, we'll turn it off. Come back around, and this is the really easy bit. You get the jumper, open that up, get the crocodile clips, and this is keyed, so it will only go in one way, and that's the way. Pop it in. And if we come round, take the cover off the live, connect the negative first, and then connect the positive like so. And if we turn it on, you should be able to see. Right, so it's at 71%. And if we press start, now it says ready in green down there. You may not be able to see it, but it does. Right, and we'll go round and we'll start it, just making sure that everything is on. I'd say fingers crossed, but there's no real need to. And there we go. That's it, absolutely perfect. Now you imagine being stranded out there and you haven't got something like this, your battery's died. What more could you need? So you saw how easy that was. Let's just disconnect it now. Take the live off first. Take the negative off. And I'll just show you, just so that you can see it. So we're at 70% there. That was at 71%. So it's hardly used anything. It's switched off automatically. Just disconnect it. And we're running. That's absolutely fantastic. Right, so let's have a look what's in the box. So you've got the J503 jump starter with the torch on. You've got instructions on the back of it. Let's just pop that in there. Here you've got your positive and negative jump leads for the car, and it's also supplied with two USB cables. The first one is a USB-A to USB-C, and then you've got a USB-C to USB-C. So this is obviously going to be the faster charging cable, both in and out. Right, let's quickly have a look at all the ports and the controls. So there's your on button. When you turn it on, obviously it tells you the power that's in the power bank. Turn it back on again. That's your start button for when you've got it connected to the car. That's for the torch, and this button here, you use that if you've got if your car is under voltage and it won't start, and that'll basically just get the voltage of the battery up ready to go before you start it. And if we have a look at the connectors, well, down here, that's your jump lead connector there, and under this, I'll just go through them quickly. You've got a DC out there, you've got a Type C in and out, and you've got 2 USB connectors. And if we lift those up, both of these are out, USB 1, USB 2. There's your USB-C, and that's your, what do we call it? Your DC out. I'll close that up, get them nice and weatherproof. And as for the torch, just turn it round. If I keep my finger, well, we'll turn it on. Then if I keep my finger on the button, torch comes on, press it again, and that's just a warning. So you'd leave this, if your car breaks down, leave it on the road about 75 feet back from the car, press it again, and then it just flashes SOS. Something I've never used and probably never will do. I don't hike on mountains, so no need for that. And then press it again and it turns off. So that's the controls and the ports of the J503. And now on to charging. So again, if we lift this up, we're going to be charging on the USB-C, and I'm using a Samsung super fast charging brick. So basically, if we pop that into there now, you'll see that it's flashing in, which basically means that the power is going into it. We're at 53% already, but if we come across here and have a look, you can see that the wattage is just under 25 watts, and the power brick's a 25 watt brick. Now, if you've got a charging brick that's anything up to 60 watts, then that's what it will charge up to. And at 60 watts, it's a 2-hour fast charge. So if this is at 24 watts, you're going to be around about 4.5 to 5 hours for a full charge on this. But this is a huge battery. And if we go through the specification, well, we've got a starting current of 6,000 amps. That's peak, that. The battery type in it is lithium ion. And the battery capacity is 20,000 milliampere or 74 watt hours. The starting voltage for the car is 12 volt. And basically for a petrol engine, it'll do all litres, and a diesel engine, it'll do up to 10 litres, which is huge. The USB-C input and output are 5 volt 3 amp, 9 volt 3 amp, 12 volt 3 amp, 15 volt 3 amp and 20 volt 3 amp, with the USB 1 output 5 volt 3 amp, 9 volt 2 amp, 12 volt 1.5 amp and the USB 2 output 5 volt 2.4 amp. If you're going to use the DC output with an adapter, it's between 12 and 16 volt and at 10 amp. And the charging time, well, if you've got a 60 watt input, it's going to be around about 2 hours. And the flashlight, well, it's LED and it's 620 lumens, so quite bright. Right then, so in summary, the Auxito J503, what an excellent bit of kit. If you're caught away from home with a flat battery, take this out of the boot, get it connected, and it's going to start. As I've said, it'll start up to a 10 litre diesel, which pretty much covers any vehicle in this country. It'll power your laptop, it'll power your phone, it'll power an audio device, anything with the USB input. It's small, it's powerful. You've got up to 60 starts in this. So if you're stuck at the side of the road when you've come to your car and it's got a flat battery because you've left your lights on, so no more running around trying to find somebody that's maybe got a pair of jump leads in the back of their car, pulling the car up, doing all that to get it started. All you need to do, get this out of the back of the car, Bob's your uncle, you're away. At around about £140 a pair when it's on offer, that's a small price for the convenience of knowing that you're going to be able to start your car and not be stuck at the side of the road. That's a small price to know that you can start your car and not be stuck at the side of the road. And just as importantly, it's a power bank to use on lots of other devices. So do I recommend this? Definitely. Whether you buy this Auxito one like I have, or you buy another brand, having something like this in the car is indispensable. It's the perfect tool.